cultural tradition which has always excited me, which is the idea of the essay. You know, not the clearly fictional story, which is it's a closed world, but the essay, the open world. And you get it, again, I'm sure you know all this stuff, but you get it in the writing of Montaigne, and you get it in Virginia Woolf, and you get it in a lot of French writers. Rousseau is there, but also look at all those great American writers, Emerson, Thoreau, all those people who are all doing these essays about who am I and what do I feel like when I'm walking in the forest and all that stuff, you know. And for me, it's more exciting than a closed fictional world or a closed documentary world, which are impervious to the other. You know, it's just
exactly. It's much more inclusive, to be honest.
Yeah. And just like for me, the boundaries between male and female are blurred, so the boundaries between fiction and documentary are extremely blurred. You know? And so I'm not. So it comes. This is the first film I've made entirely in this mode, but I know that I can improve on this, but I will keep going in this direction, you know, because it feels like a fertile direction for me to go in, you know.
Absolutely, yes.
Whatever virtues this has, it's because of the invisibility of the equipment, the portability of the equipment, the responsiveness of that equipment to the motions of the mind, which takes us back to Virginia, you know, that idea that the thought, you know. And somewhere it's Corbusier, I can't remember where it is, but he says somewhere that thought is very cinematic, and I think that's exactly true. You know the way when you're thinking, you jump from one thing to another, and there's a connection. It's often an association, an emotional or intellectual, and you go suddenly you've got a chain. And that's exactly the way cinema works as well.
Absolutely.
So that's why like slightly more personal or experimental cinema doesn't feel freaky or from another planet. It actually feels sort of close to the center of what movies are, you know, rather than, well, some far-flung thing, you know.